Welcome, everyone, to Full Count SportsMemo MLB betting coverage show. Coming to you live every weekday, Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be covering baseball with some of the best cappers, analysts, columnists, and sports bettors on the planet. We're going to be giving out free picks on several games for today's card and plenty of time for you to get down on those free picks. Guys, I'm your host, world champion handicapper, Las Vegas' biggest daily sports bettor, Joe D'Amico. We have a great show today. Before I bring everybody out, I want to thank everybody for last week. Unfortunately, a few weeks ago, I was dealing with the beginning of COVID. I knew it. Last week, I had to take the week off. I want to thank all the great folks over at SportsMemo, the staff who dealt with shuffling around schedules and whatnot. I want to thank all the great cappers at SportsMemo. You're going to see two of them today. They shuffled their schedule around to accommodate everyone else. They really did. It was great. And I want to thank John Ryan, who did a great job taking the hosting chair for each day last week. Thank you, John. We love you. We adore you. So without any further ado, guys, we have two great cappers joining us today. Joining us, Mr. Jesse Schule and Mr. Ronald Cabang. Hello, guys. Happy Wednesday to you both.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Good to be here again.
I'd like to thank both of you. You know, last week was a little hectic in the D'Amico household. I'll tell you what, I know that whatever side of the fence people stand on with this COVID virus, whether it's a flu or it's not, or it's this or it's that, whatever it is, a lot of us are affected by it. And I've got to tell you, you can really test a relationship. Don't test a relationship by going on one of those reality shows where they put you on an island with the Swedish bikini team or a whole bunch of your exes. You test a relationship by both you and your wife, both dealing with COVID in the same household at the same time. That's when you know you got a good, strong relationship. There was a few times she wanted to strangle me with a pillow or suffocate me with a pillow. Jesse and I, we talk a lot. Jesse's a big workout guy. And I'm a macho guy. I'm a fighter. I'm a black belt, undefeated, 3-time Gold Glove champion. But I don't know if you're like me, Jesse, or even you, Ronald, that, us big tough guys, when I get sick, I get like a little sissy Mary scared cat. I whine and I moan and I'm a baby and I'm a big, big baby. So I want to send a special thank you and I love you out to my wife. She was dealing with COVID and had to deal with the big baby all last week. But thanks to everybody out there. Thanks to the staff at SportsMemo. Thanks to John Ryan. Thanks to great cappers like Jesse and Ronald, who really were kind enough to kind of pull double duty a lot last week. So thank you. Without any further ado, guys, I have something special I'd like to tell everyone about. The customer service that you viewers out there receive from SportsMemo is unrivaled. And once again, they're taking it to another level. We know how much you guys love $9 Mondays, where each package is just $9. For a limited time from June 1st through June 7th, we're offering a 30-day all-access pass from your favorite handicapper for $210 for the month. That's only $7 a day. This special includes all daily plays from your favorite capper every day for 30 days, including 5% plays normally priced at $39 alone. Once you sign up using code June 30th, you'll get every play sent to you as soon as they post it. This is good for multiple users as well. So use that code at the bottom of your screen. It's going to be going the entire show. June 30, $7 a day. Guys, I'm going to tell you now, whether you bet $5 a game, $50 a game, $500 a game, or $5,000 a game, this is a program that will pay for itself in no time. And also, my good friend Jesse put something up on social media yesterday, and I stole it. I don't know if you guys are aware of this. We're 100 days away from football. Thank you, Jesse, by the way. And, I don't want to say it gets slow this time of year, but it becomes a little more idle. We're dealing with the end of NBA, the end of NHL, and we're almost, we've got a quarter of the baseball season already in the books. But for a lot of you people out there who love college and pro football, this is a great time to build your bankroll. So use this package, this 30-day all-access pass for $7 a day. Follow your favorite capper or cappers, and you can build a bankroll for college and pro football. Also, this is a great time for you guys to test the waters of a capper that you wanted to test out for a little bit or you like a little bit. You don't know if you want to really, you wanted to dip the toe before you jump in. Perfect time to do that. Without any further ado, guys, Jesse and Ronald are going to be covering 3 roundtable games. Then we're going to go into our best bet segment where each one of us are going to give our best bets for today's action. Without any further ado, our first of 3 games we're going to be covering, the Giants at Phillies. Currently, Philadelphia minus $1.25, 8 under, $1.15. We went by age, so the old man of the show, Jesse Schule's got. No, I'm just kidding. My dear friend Jesse Schule is going to be going first today. Jesse, if you could tell us all about Philadelphia hosting San Francisco, we'd love to hear about it.
Well, this looks like an interesting game that you're going to want to watch. The Phillies have been really disappointing this year, and they come in as a home favorite against a Giants team that's picked up right where they left off after their surprising season a year ago. The Phillies have not been playing well. The Giants have. The Phillies were swept by the Mets in New York, and now they're looking to avoid a sweep at home against the Giants. And we've got 2 great pitchers going in Game 3 here with Rodon versus Nola. Nola is coming off a dominant win over Atlanta, pitching 8 1/3 innings, allowing 1 run and 5 hits with 10 strikeouts. And Rodon, as much as I have a respect for him as a great pitcher, he hasn't been pitching quite as well lately. He's 2-3 with a 4.67 ERA on the road. He's 1-4 with a 5.67 ERA in his last 5 starts. And one of the big bats in Philly's lineup has had success off Rodon. Kyle Schwarber is 2-for-4 with a home run lifetime against Rodon. And as much as the Giants are the better team, and it looks odd that they're an underdog here, I'm going to have to lean with the Phillies just based on how hot Aaron Nola has been in recent days.
You're on mute, Joe.
I apologize, guys. Sometimes I mute my own mic because I can't stand my voice. Sports fans, the body himself, Mr. Jesse Schule, comes in with a small lean on the Phillies. He likes it a little bit. You know, guys, Jesse Schule, we joke a lot, Jesse and I. We go back many years. Jesse's doing some great work over at SportsMemo. Ideal time for you to take advantage of that 30 days, $7 a day, June 30. Use that code for Jesse Schule after the show. It's good stuff, Jesse, as usual. You always have such a great angle on games. And I do see your name on a lot of the leaderboards all the time. Even though I was, sidelined a little bit last week, I still took a peek because of vanity's sake at the leaderboards and still see you're doing well. We're very happy for you. And I'm happy to be sharing a panel with you once again today. Guys, Jesse's going to be doing 2 more roundtable games. He's going to have a best bet segment in a minute. We're going to go to our good friend, Ronald Cabang, who, I don't know if you guys realize this. I know this is a baseball show, but Ronald, over the last 2 years, most successful SportsMemo handicapper, NBA. He's kicking butt and taking names in the WNBA right now as well. He's doing some great work. We'll tell you more about some other things that he's excited about in basketball a little bit later on the show. But let's get Ronald's take on the Giants at Phillies. Ronald, if you will.
Yeah, like Jesse mentioned, Rodon and Nola, they're pretty solid pitchers here. I think both averaging close to 6 innings pitched per outing and have solid whips and ERA. I think one thing that I saw differently than Jesse, though, is Rodon. I believe one of his outings where he gave out 8 runs in 3 1/3 innings really is what kind of got his ERA to a higher level. Other than that, I think he's been pitching pretty well. And on Nola's side, he's been really solid, even at night games, despite the Phillies being 1-6 in his night starts. With just a 3.05 ERA. The problem is he's not getting run support in those games. That's why they're losing in those night games. But he's pitching well, averaging less than 3 runs per game in those night games for run support. So that's why they're losing in those games. If you're looking at how the bats are doing on the home and road splits, though, Phillies are hitting sub 200 against lefties at home, and Giants struggle more against righties than lefties on the road. We put that all together here. I think we're looking at an under type game. I know like I mentioned, with the run support here not being there, especially in the night games with Nola and the Phillies, I think we get a bounce back opportunity here. Rodon, he's pitched well for 2 straight games after that 8-run outing. So to me, I think I like the under here. I think it opened at 8.5. It's down to 8. I like where the line is going. I agree with the line movement here. So for me, the under is the play.
Ronald Cabang says he likes the under. He's doing some great work over at SportsMemo. It's an ideal time to use that discount, that 30-day discount, $7 a day, June 30th for Ronald Cabang. Ronald, we've talked about this on and off the air. Whatever you do in your personal life, can you please stop talking about whipping people? All right, that's your own personal taste. No, I'm just kidding, guys. We like to have fun on the show, but you know what? Ronald's One thing Ronald is, and I and Jesse are serious about, is the fact that Ronald is a winner. So use that discount. He's got to lean on the other. That's a great angle as usual, Ronald. We expect nothing less from you. You've really set a high bar for yourself, and each time you come on the show, you certainly clear that bar. So thank you, guys. Our second roundtable game is an interesting one. Mariners at Orioles. This might not be a game that you're going to go down to the local bar and go watch, but doesn't mean there isn't gold in them there, Hills. Let's start with our buddy, the body, Jesse Schule. Mariners at Orioles, currently Seattle 145, 8.5 over, 125. Jesse, if you will.
Well, once again, it seems a little odd seeing Seattle as a significant favorite here, considering how well the Orioles have been playing. They're 500 at home, which is an improvement from recent seasons, 12-12 overall at their home park. And the Orioles have really been just as good as Seattle so far this year, but I think that's going to even out in the second half here. I think the Mariners are probably better than the record would indicate at this point. And the Mariners do have their ace on the mound today, Robbie Ray. A little bit of regression from a Cy Young campaign last year. He's just 4-5 with a 4.75 ERA, but I think he's been a little bit better than those numbers would indicate. He's got 37 strikeouts in his last 4 starts. He still ranks top 10 in Major League Baseball in strikeouts this season. And opposite him on the other side for the Orioles is Kyle Bradish, who allowed 6 runs in just 1 2/3 innings in his last start. He's 0-3 with a 6.86 ERA and 4 home starts. And the Mariners have history on their side. They've won 15 of their last 22 head-to-head against the Orioles. And I do think it's just a favorable matchup. I think Robbie Ray looks good to have a decent outing against a below-average Orioles offense. So I'm going to take Seattle.
So the body himself, Jesse Schule. Great angle as usual, Jesse. You got a great point of view. And guys, Jesse Schule's not just been doing this for a year or two. He's been around a long time. Looks good for his age, just like the host of your show. We're pretty old guys. We just look good for our age. And Jesse's been around a long time, walking it like he thought it. Proof is in the pudding. You do something once, you do it twice, you're lucky. Do it for as many times and do it successfully the way Jesse Schule does, and you are amazing. Jesse, great angles. He says a play on Seattle. I agree with you too, Jesse. This is a Seattle team. There's a talent on this team, but to see them $145, you kind of wince at first glance. Is that something sometimes when you're handicapping, Jesse? I don't want to put you on the spot, but when you're handicapping, automatically maybe you'll circle a game or a team, and then you look at the number and go, "Wait a minute, I don't think they deserve to be it." Do you then still look at the game, or do you shy away from it?
Well, I hope this answers your question, but my handicapping process, if I could simplify it, it's a little more complicated than I'm going to say, but it's basically a pros and cons list. You take every angle that you could possibly come up with, weather, injuries, trends, whatever, matchups, individual matchups, and you do a pros and cons list. And when you get too many pros and not enough cons, you got to play on your hands.
Well said. And sports fans, guys, he walking like he talking. He's been winning for many years. Jesse, great angle. We appreciate you. Let's go to Ronald Cabang. Ronald, Mariners at Orioles. Give us your take, please.
Yeah, I know. We're on the road here. I'm from Seattle, so Mariners, I follow them pretty well. Mariners are struggling. They usually struggle on the road throughout the regular season, but I think one thing that we noticed is Kyle Lewis coming back into the lineup, and it's kind of jump-started their offense. They put up 10 runs yesterday, so we can kind of see that they're really seeing the ball well lately. Now they get an opportunity to face a pitcher who has given up a home run in every start and given up 4 or more runs in every start as well, or in 4 of his 5 starts this season as well. I'd take Robbie Ray. Like he said, I know he's struggling a little bit more, like Jesse said, struggling after a Cy Young type of season. But I would take him over one of the worst hitting teams in the league. If you want to stay away from the juice, I know you guys say you guys see this line at -145, -135 around there. And it's tough to see the Mariners being in that position. If you want to shy away from that, maybe do something a little bit different, which is maybe take a look at the Mariners' first 5 over 2.5 runs, take advantage of them hitting against a poor pitcher like Bradish, and it's at +115. So it's something that you can get at plus money now. That might be the way to look here.
There you go. Great stuff, Ronald, as usual. Ronald Cabang, lean on the Mariners and says, hey, maybe over over in the first 5 for the Mariners. That's good stuff if you want to save that juice. So, guys, you're getting another bonus play from Ronald Cabang. And like I said, guys, after the show, Ronald's a perfect guy for you to use that 30-day all access, man. We're going to tell you some more about his basketball accolades in a little bit. It's good stuff, Ronald, real good stuff. Sports fans, don't go anywhere because we're heading into our third of 3 roundtable games. Then the most exciting portion of the show, each panelist, including myself, is going to chime in with our best bet segment for the day. Jesse Schule, our third game we're covering today, the Rays at the Rangers. Tampa Bay currently minus $120, 7.5 under 125. I know you've got an opinion on this, Jesse Schule. Take it away.
It's a little surprising to see the Rays drop back-to-back games here in Texas, but I really don't think the Rays are going to get swept, and this looks like a favorable matchup for Tampa, despite the fact they're on the road. You got Jeffrey Springs going for the Rays, and he sports a 1.62 ERA and a 0.81 whip. We know Ronald likes that whip. And he's 1-1 with a 1.84 ERA in 5 appearances on the road. And you got John Gray going for Texas. He has not been good at all. He's 1-2 with a 5.56 ERA. And he has been giving up runs consistently, whereas Springs has been nothing but consistently good, that is. Tampa pitching their staff in ranking top 5 in the majors in ERA, whip, and opponent batting average. It just looks like a strong, lean, advantageous matchup for the Rays. So I'm going with the road favorite here.
Jesse Schule taking the Rays. Jesse, let me ask you this. When you're looking at a game in baseball and a team has lost the first 2 of 3 or the first 3 of 4, is that something that you put some stock in that the opposing team, whether they're good or bad, will play a little harder or won't get swept? Is that something you look at?
It will be one notch on the pros and cons list that I was talking about. So
Okay.
Just one of 50-odd factors, but that might prompt me to look at a game and try and make that case for that team.
Makes a lot of sense. Good stuff, Jesse. By the way, guys, here in Vegas, you got to pay extra to get whipped. Just want you to know that. Let's go to Ronald Cabang, Tampa Bay at Texas. Good. Jesse made some good points, Ronald. Let's see what you have to say about this game. We're very curious.
Yeah, for this one, I want to focus more so on the total here. I think Springs, he's been great this season for the Rays, but we may see a little bit of regression here on the road because they're going to be here at Globe Life Field, which is more of a hitter park, and Rangers have been hitting 250 against lefties at home this season, so they're doing pretty well against these lefties. And Springs being so great in his last few starts, there might be a time where he starts to regress a little bit. Right? They're seeing his pitches a little bit more. And at home against lefties, the Rangers are averaging over 5 runs per game. Rays, they hit well against righties on the road, also averaging above 5 runs per game in those spots. Gray is here giving up his fair share of runs. I think 7.5 is too low. It opened up at 8. It's gone down to 7.5. I think it has to do with how well Springs has looked so far this season. But like I mentioned, there might be some regression here based on the bats of the Rangers, how they hit against lefties at home. So to me, 7.5 is a little bit too low. I would look towards the over here.
There you go. Ronald Cabang, great angle, Ronald. Ronald Cabang, who's doing great. He's all over them leaderboards over at SportsMemo. He likes the over in this game. That's good stuff. Ronald, by the way, I do see some new baseball cards in your case behind you. We'll get to that in a minute. Got to see if you got anything good that's new. Sports fans, don't go anywhere because the most exciting portion of the show, our best bet segment, say that 10 times quick, is about to happen. That's where each one of us chimes in with our best bet for the day. I know that Jesse Schule is doing some great work at Sports Memo. He's always doing great work. He's all over multiple sport leaderboards. Before he gives his best bet, he's going to be telling you what he's excited about maybe tonight, maybe over the next few days over at Sports Memo. Then he's going to give you his best bet. Jesse, the floor is yours, buddy.
Well, you know what I'm excited about? It's the same thing that everybody's excited about, and that's the NBA Finals starting on Thursday. And historically, I have made a lot of money on the NBA Finals. We'll start with 2017. I put out 6 series prop bets prior to the Finals, won all 6 of them, and I've done just that in 3 of the past 5 seasons, and only had a losing result in 1 of the last 5 seasons. And I've done it again. I've got 3 prop bets available for this year's finals. You can get it at SportsMemo, and you're going to want to do that as soon as you can.
There you go. And now Jesse Schule, guys, this is the perfect time. Follow Jesse. If you love Jesse because you've been following him, perfect time. You save some money on a discount. Or if you're thinking about testing the waters with Jesse, perfect time. June 30 on that discount after the show. Follow Jesse Schule. Jesse, can you tell us about your best bet, please?
All right. Well, I'm going to go back to that Tampa-Texas game. As I said, I think this is a good spot for the Rays after losing back-to-back games in Texas. I don't think they're going to get swept. They've got great management, and they've got a solid pitcher that has been consistent going today with Springs. The one thing about Springs, though, is he hasn't pitched more than 6 innings, and he's gone 5+ innings only twice, and he's thrown no more than 80 pitches this season. So we don't expect him to hang around for too long. Gray, on the other end, has allowed 3+ runs in 5 of his 7 starts. And for that reason, I'm going to go with the first 5 based on the favorable matchup and starting pitchers.
Great stuff from Jesse Schule. He says Tampa Bay first 5. Great angles as usual, Jesse. Thanks for being such a good sport. As entertaining as you are informative, and we appreciate you for that. Ronald Cabang is doing some great work. And as I mentioned at the top of the show when I introduced him, over the last 2 seasons, #1 NBA overall, Sports Memo. He's doing some great things in the WNBA. And Ronald, I got to tell you, the only thing I know about the WNBA is, that girls aren't what you play with during the game, they're what you play with after. I'm going to get in trouble with that one. No, sports fans, I'm not a big WNBA guy. I stick with what I'm good at. I know Ronald really excels. Doesn't matter what gender the player is. If it's pro basketball, Ronald wins it. He's doing some great work. Let's let Ronald tell you what he's excited about tonight and over the next few days. And let's let him give you another big best bet free winner. Ronald.
Yeah, I mean, just like Jesse, I'm really excited about the NBA Finals. Last year, when I closed out the season on a 12-0 run, that included the NBA Finals. So hopefully I can close out the NBA season again on a strong note as well. And in the WNBA, I started off the season really, really strong, hitting close to 70% on the first at least 24, 25 plays. Kind of balanced out a little bit, coming back down. I lost yesterday, went on a 1-3 day, I believe it was. So, just being full transparency, being full transparent about being a capper. You don't win every game that you bet. You're gonna have those ups and downs. So that for you guys using those promo codes, this would probably be the best time to do it, because now it's time for that big bounce back, especially in the WNBA here. As far as free play in the MLB, I do like this Giants Phillies under here. The line has moved from 8.5 down to 8. I agree with the line movement. I think we get a couple of great innings, 5 to 6 innings strong pitched by Rodon and Nola here. I think we're going to have the bat struggle. We're going to see the bat struggle out there in Philly. So Giants Phillies under 8 is my top play for today.
Great stuff from Ronald Cabang, guys. Follow Ronald. 12-0 last year. You finished the NBA. Huh, Ronald?
Yeah, finished that included that included the conference finals, and I think it was 7-0 or 8-0 in the NBA finals. So, yeah, I want to close out if I can close out like that again, I would love it.
Well, guys, follow Ronald. You'll follow him straight to the bank. My friends, adjust the volume because I'm excited again today. Now, as you know, Jesse and I have an ongoing bet for the season. Yankees, Blue Jays, who? Look at his face. He don't look too happy. Jesse, I don't understand, though. The Blue Jays are playing a little bit better. They won 8 of the last 10, 6 in a row. But yet, the Yankees, still 5.5 game cushion there. Guys, we're having fun with this, but we are. And I wore another Yankees jersey on behalf of Jesse. Jesse, this isn't just for you. This is something I feel strongly about. Let me go into my best bet, but first I want to tell everyone what's going on. Then I'm going to give Jesse a chance to rebut. Then I want to talk maybe about some of those baseball cards he's got behind him. Sports fans, I took a late loss last night in baseball, my friends. That just not sits well. Let me try that again. That just does not sit well with me. So today, not only do I bounce back and redeem myself, but I do it with authority. Get ready to get paid, my friends. I have my coveted MLB triple play, but it goes off soon. It goes off like within 40 minutes, half an hour or so. My triple plays are 17-5 run. Today we continue to win with this exclusive premium release. Join me here. Let's turn a triple play and let's win big. Now, guys, I was happy to start off my return yesterday on the first family show in the morning with a big win. I had the Mets on the running line, on the run line. And today's free winner, we're going right back to the well, Jesse Schule. Guys, whether you love them or love to hate them, they are the best team in baseball. Yes, we're talking about the New York Yankees. About a week and a half ago, they dropped 3 in a row, and all I heard was all the naysayers out there in betting land and on all the sports websites saying they're done, they're over, they're a flash stick, they're not going to be a top again. Then they won 4 straight. They split out the series with Tampa Bay. They took game 1 of this series yesterday with what? With authority. They slammed LA 9-1. Yesterday's defeat gave the Angels 6 consecutive losses. I know they're in second place in the division, but guys, this is a team that is erratic at best. A lot of talent on this team. They just can't get their act together to play consistent baseball. And guys, it doesn't matter how much talent you have. You've got to play consistently and play as a team. And they just can't string together consecutive wins. During their 6-game slide, they've accounted for 3 runs or less 4 times, and their pitching absolutely deplorable. They've allowed 6 or more runs, 5 of those last 6 games. Today they have to face who? Nestor Cortez. He has been stellar. 4-1, 1.70 on the season. The team has won 4 straight starts of his and 7 of his overall 9 starts on the campaign. As a matter of fact, he's only allowed more than 2 runs once this season. Guys, and that was a 3-1 win that he pitched. He is pitching very well. Granted, when your team is hitting is giving you 5 runs a game, like the Yankees are, there's a lot less pressure on you for a pitcher, I'll be honest with you. But he's really pitching well. My friends, on the flip side, Reed Detmers. What can you say? He's lost his last 2 starts. To be honest, that should have been 3 of his last 4. Yes, I know he's pitched a no-hitter 3 weeks ago. However, in his 2 starts since, he's gotten shelled. He's allowed 8 runs in just 9 innings, and the team has lost both starts. He has to face a very dangerous New York lineup here today, and he is in big trouble, my friends. The Angels 0-6 the last 6 versus the AL East. 0-4 the last 4 on the road. 1-5 the last 6 versus lefties. Guys, this game is ugly, ugly, ugly. Take the Yankees on the run line. It's a winner. It's not because they're my favorite team. It's because it's a winner. This is in my heart. This is my head, guys. Let's bring everybody back. Jesse, I know you want to reply about our bet between Toronto and New York. Go ahead. Give it to me.
Well, it's not even the first half yet, but I put on a little sad face for you. I thought you'd like that, but I want to congratulate Ronald for going through a whole show without disagreeing with me. That's great.
Yeah, that's the first time. That's true.
That is great stuff. That's actually funny. Great minds think alike. You guys are both doing some great jobs. Real quick, Ronald, I know like me, you collect cards. I collect a lot of cards. Anything new, good recently that we should know about?
I've been really focused on Kevin Durant. I'm a Seattle guy, so I've been focused on collecting Kevin Durant in Sonics jerseys. So a lot of his rookie cards. I got a little Kevin Durant Sonics jersey autograph there. Really focusing on the NBA, but I've gotten into F1. So a lot of Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen type of stuff. So F1 is really fun to watch now. It's something that I just got into recently, but it's very exciting.
Well, I'm a big collector. I've got a Kevin Durant ball signed right over there, right next to me. If you ever want any Kevin Durant stuff, you let me know. I'll even get you some game-worn stuff signed from him. I got some awesome. Great guys. I get a lot of great stuff, but guys, it's cheaper to do crack than it is to collect sports memorabilia. I'll tell you that. I'm sitting in a room with well over $1.2 million, $1.3 million worth of sports memorabilia, and it's cheaper to probably do crack. Before we go, Jesse, any closing thoughts or comments?
Go Blue Jays.
You gotta love them. Even my wife down the hall chuckled at that. Ronald, any closing thoughts or comments?
Nah, I just appreciate you always having me on every week. Baseball is something that I love getting into, and with basketball winding down, hopefully it'll start to pick up a lot more for me.
So, Jesse, apparently Ronald likes to get into baseball and whipping people. So we've learned a lot about Mr. Cabang today. A lot more than you bargained for. I'll tell you that. My friends out there, once again, the customer service you receive from Sports Memo is unrivaled. We know everybody loves $9 Mondays, where each package is just $9 for a limited time from June 1st until June 7th. We're offering a 30-day all-access pass from your favorite capper for $210. That's $7 a day. This special includes all daily plays from your favorite handicapper every day for 30 days, including 5% plays, normally priced at $39 alone. Once you sign up using coupon code June30, you'll get every play sent to you as soon as they post it. That's big too, guys. Good for multiple uses at SportsMemo. My friends, be sure to tune in every weekday, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, to this show, Full Count, SportsMemo's MLB betting coverage show, coming to you live with special guests each and every day. My friends, this is Joe D'Amico on behalf of SportsMemo, Jesse and Ronald. Good luck and have a winning day.